everyone is preparing for the Women's March. That's another thing we've heard even on the subways around here. They've said special instructions for the Women's March and the inauguration. A lot of people from Indiana will be making the trip to D.C. Organizers back in Indiana say about 5,000 Hoosier women will be traveling here. They're going to leave from buses all around the state tonight. So from Terre Haute, Indianapolis, Bloomington. A lot of them told me they feel they need to make this trip and come to D.C., be a part of this march, because now that Vice President-elect Mike Pence is getting ready to take office, they want to show that he doesn't necessarily reflect the beliefs of all Hoosiers.
Have access to health care, absolutely. So,
in a small church basement, these women are working toward a common goal.
We need to have our voices heard.
And on this day, they're making sure their message will be seen. The signs are for the Women's March on Washington, where hundreds of thousands of people will stand up for women's rights. They've been planning together for weeks, but for many here, this is their first time meeting in person.
Why are you marching in D.C.?
But they don't feel like strangers. They say they feel more like family.
We all had tears in our eyes hugging each other because we feel so connected. There's a village. We're a village of women. Indiana, this is our village.
Spend any time with this group and you'll hear a lot about family. It's the reason state organizer Larissa Jones, a mom of 2 boys, decided she needed to march.
Real change doesn't happen unless we start teaching our youth and our young children what's right, you know, how to treat other people.
Good.
Debbie Dillow is using this as a chance to spend time with her granddaughter.
I'm making this knot, and then I'll put a fray down here at the bottom.
Though her granddaughter Haley can't make the trip,
So you're helping to be the change.
Dillow will march through D.C. with Haley's message held high.
Left or right, we all see wrong.
When you start teaching them at a young age that their voice matters, it's teaching them to be advocates as they grow.
Dillow says the 2016 election changed her perspective and pushed her out of her comfort zone.
I've never been one to want to speak out, but now I'm going to. I'm going to go door to door when it comes to elections.
Each woman may have an individual goal
Rape culture needs to change.
or a cause close to her heart.
The Affordable Care Act is under fire.
No matter their personal reasons, they all agree they march for their families.
We're going to look back and say we were on the right side of history.
They march for their future.
So I'm excited.
Organizers say they expect hundreds of thousands of women to march, not just in D.C., but all over the world. There are sister marches in places like New York, London, Paris, even back home in Indiana. There is one march in Indianapolis. We know another in Bloomington, several other Indiana cities. We have more information about the Indiana marches on our website, wishtv.com.
All right.